yes, Nay will be an excellent addition for us.
Just smell the grass, the dirt, just like I dreamed they'd be.
What are you doing?
Make mommy proud!
Make mommy proud!
She looked like she was embarrassed because you were embarrassing your parents for trying to tell you what left. No,
Guys, Paige is officially an orphan. She has been ripped apart. Her family is now ripped apart. There is no more Nay and Paige. There's no more Nalyssa with Paige and Nay. Okay, they were like a trio. They were like parents to her. Okay, it's like a long-term running joke on the internet. You got Nalyssa was like the dad. Dijonai Carrington was like the mom, and Paige was their little baby girl, their daughter, their little rookie. That's how they took care of her. They took Paige underneath their wing, and they just loved her, nurtured her, guided, protected, and instructed her. Watched her take her first steps, and now that's gone. Okay, there's no more PB and A. Like, you know how PB and J, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Okay, that's how close and how that was cooler than the other side of the pillow. That's how tight knit Dijonai Carrington and Paige Beckers were. We called them PB and A, and now they are no more. Paige has been left to raise herself alone under the freaking foolishness of the head wings coach being Chris Koklanis. And I feel so bad for Paige. She lost everybody. Of course, she still got Enrique Ngumbawale. She still got the support of her girlfriend, AZ Fudd. People are saying, like, you know what? Chris Koklanis is trying to tank. He's purposely trying to tank the Dallas Wings in order to get AZ Fudd on the team for next season, for the next WNBA draft. I'm not sure if that's, like, really going to work. Okay, if that's his game plan, his end goal, that's a terrible, terrible strategy, sir. Dijonai Carrington was fed up, okay? It's like that R. Kelly song, okay? When a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it, okay? It's like running out of love.
When a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it.
Dijonai Carrington, you can tell that it was something going on. It was something going on. It's not even just something going on between her and the coach. People have been, commenting on Twitter, TikTok, saying like, yo, I was right by their bench. People said that they had saw Enrique Ngumbawale screaming at freaking Chris Koklanis, like, what are you doing? Put Dijonai Carrington back into the game. But see, he forced her to come up off the bench, and I told y'all. I said, I literally have a video on here titled, it's like a month ago. You know I make so many videos, girl. I'm so sorry. It's titled somewhere along the lines of, Dijonai Carrington don't wanna play for the Wings anymore. Get it? It's like a play on to don't wanna. But DeWanna Bonner, how DeWanna Bonner was quiet quitting up there in Indy, okay? Talking about, her back hurt, her neck hurt, my neck, my back, my shoulders hurt. That's the same thing Dijonai Carrington did. She hit them with the, my back, my stomach, my shoulders, my rib cage. It was her ribs. She couldn't she couldn't, put up her hands. They said that's how painful her rib cage injury was. She can barely lift her hands or lift her arms up. And it's like, again, she was out for 9 games because of that. And then, of course, she played for 2 games after that. And here come the news. Dijonai Carrington, baby girl, you are now a Minnesota Lynx. I told y'all, she don't want to play for that man. They was butting heads all the time. And when it was the Dallas Wings versus the Las Vegas Aces game, they could have won that game. And she begged him. She was like, please, just review this. That was not my foul. That was not off of me. He literally laughed at her and just ignored her. And people got into him on that because that was so disrespectful. He ain't had to do that, okay? Laughing at your players and ignoring their request for you to review it, actually fight for them as a coach, fight for your players. He was dead wrong. Again, it was just so much going on. It's too much going on. The way Paige, okay, PBNA, the way both Paige and Dijonai Carrington would be looking at him when he would be drawing up the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse plays on the board. And they would look at each other like, what is this? What are we supposed to do with this? We're going to lose. They simply cannot close out games with the Dallas Wings because Chris Koklanis has not demonstrated himself to be that type of leader, to be that type of head coach to where he knows he has a game plan, a strategy, okay, a versatile strategy plans and techniques in order to close out games properly for the Dallas Wings. Okay, the Dallas Wings are a hot mess. So now again, Dijonai Carrington has been traded away from the Dallas Wings to the Minnesota Lynx, and in return, the Dallas Wings have now acquired both Diamond Miller and I believe Samuelson. Okay, they got both of them now. Samuelson is out all this season because she tore her ACL. Unfortunately, everybody is injured. It sucks. Okay, and I believe they also got the 2027 second overall pick. Okay, for that draft. So it's like, was it a bust? Was it not? Again, time will tell. We shall see, okay, when everything comes into fruition. So, I have to bring the receipts. So, Dijonai Carrington, guys, this is what she had posted, okay, on her Twitter just 18 hours ago. She says, "Thank you so much, Dallas fans and my teammates. I love y'all. And just know I always felt the love from you guys, despite everything else." Now, notice she said, despite all the nonsense and the drama and the toxicity and the foolishness, I loved y'all. I felt y'all love. We loved each other. It says, "Many fans, you know what time it is, though. Locked in. TMU, okay? Oh, and 3Janae is back." She said 3Janae, okay? Meaning, like, she's going to be putting up threes for the Minnesota Lynx. And then she tweeted an hour after that, okay, 17 hours ago. She said, "Unfortunately for y'all, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. God always going to have my back because I'm always give him all the glory. That no weapon formed against me shall prosper." That was a direct hit out, okay, to none other than Chris Cole-Clandis. He was the weapon that was formed not only against Dijonai Carrington, but also the entire Dallas Wings. Also, guys, let's just give it up for the fact that Dijonai Carrington has been reunited with none other than the StudBudz. I am so happy for her. I'm jealous of her. Like, oh my God. Imagine being on the same team of both Courtney Williams and Natisha Heidemann. And let's also not forget Queen Fee, Nafisa Collier, K-Mac, okay, Kayla McBride. Again, speaking of that, I want to talk about Kayla McBride, her complicated almost beef with Dijonai Carrington along with Jessica Shepard. Now, last month, some change ago, it was like almost 2 months ago, Jessica Shepard and Dijonai Carrington kind of had a little wah. Now, some time ago, about 2 months ago almost, Jessica Shepard of the Minnesota Lynx and Dijonai Carrington had a little, they kind of had a little squabble, okay? It almost got like that, but it was not like that. You know what I'm saying? So, people are like, Jessica Shepard and Dijonai Carrington seem to have some tension. But now that they are teammates alongside Dijonai Carrington and Kayla McBride, more than likely the beef is going to be squashed, okay, if there was ever beef, right? They're all three of these women are very just highly competitive, very intense and passionate, and that's what they give time and time, night after night, game after game, and on all of their plays, right? That's just what it is. We see Marina Mabrey. If Marina Mabrey, who was a freaking enemy, she was an enemy of the state in Dijonai Carrington's eyes, and vice versa. Dijonai Carrington was the enemy to the state, okay, in Marina Mabrey's eyes. If they could, link up, because they had become teammates last season when Marina Mabrey was traded away from my Chicago Sky to the Connecticut Sun. If they can, they're besties now. They have so much affection, love, respect, admiration, adoration for each other. It don't make no sense. Like, Dijonai Carrington and Marina Mabrey are evil twin sisters pretty much at this point. I'm more than sure that now that Dijonai Carrington is back on this, will now be joining the Minnesota Lynx. Her, Kayla McBride, aka K-Mac, Jessica Shepard, they're gonna be cooler than the other side of the pillow. Also, guys, let's just talk about this briefly. Could Dijonai Carrington get a ring with the Minnesota Lynx, okay, this championship ring for the year 2025 WNBA season, before Nalyssa Smith gives her ring? Again, people are talking about how the defensive mechanisms, just the defense of the Minnesota Lynx alone, will greatly improve with Dijonai Carrington. Of course, just last season, if I'm not mistaken, Nafisa Collier won Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, she's just that girl. She be shutting things down. Now, last season as well, we saw Dijonai Carrington win Most Improved Player of the Year. Okay, she improved greatly. Now, we already know that she's like the seatbelt season queen. You already know she's going to get them defenses up. Now she's talking about 3Janae is back. Listen, they said like the Minnesota Lynx has become almost a super team. Okay, I might be like putting it out there. Some people say like, there's no such thing as a super team, i.e. Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson said she doesn't believe in super teams. You either go and play and perform like you got some talent or you're not. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't mean like you're a super team. Any team can get beat, just like any team can beat other teams. And I kind of agree with her in that aspect and that perspective. I like that mentality. But what I'm saying is that, again, when you look at the Minnesota Lynx, they got shooters. They got great defense. They got the StudBudz. Bro, Natisha Heidemann and Courtney Williams, are you serious? Courtney Williams has now been moved into the starting 5 position. Now, fortunately and unfortunately for Dijonai Carrington, more than likely, of course, we want to see her come up off the bench. And she expressed, her frustration and, just how it wasn't pleasant for her to be coming off the bench at the Dallas Wings because she left the Connecticut Sun to expand upon her role. But again, I told y'all she was quiet quitting. See, I be knowing the tea. Okay, the girls ain't got to say nothing. Speaking of quiet quitting, people are speculating that Satu Sabli of the Phoenix Mercury low-key is quiet quitting. After it was like a couple games ago, the Phoenix Mercury was playing, I don't even know what team, I'm sorry. But in the second quarter, that entire second half of the game, she got sat down. Her coach Nate Tibbetts sat her down. Now all of a sudden she rolled out on Sunday due to personal reasons. She out for this game upcoming because of personal reasons. They said yes. Satu Sabali is like, you know what? I ain't got to participate. I ain't got to participate. I'm quiet quitting. DeWanna Bonner done did it. Dijonai Carrington, I told y'all Dijonai Carrington was doing it. Now they saying Satu Sabali is like, girl, I don't need y'all. Y'all need me. Guys, please allow me to read to you a little paragraph by Sports Illustrated. It is titled 2025 WNBA Final Odds, Lynx number 2 after Dijonai Carrington trade Collier injury. The addition of Carrington is an interesting one for the Lynx as she should slot in as a defensive stalwart in the backcourt. Minnesota didn't give up any key pieces for the season's team to add Carrington as Carly Samuelson is out for the season and Diamond Miller is averaging just 4.1 points per game. Again, Dijonai Carrington brings more games even though she has a better defensive aspect to her instead of offensive. She actually produces more points than 6'3" Diamond Miller, and I love Diamond Miller down, but I just got to keep it real. This is why I said like the Dallas Wings is just going south. People are saying like, you know, Coach Chris Cole-Clannis and Kurt Miller, they are purposely jacking up the team in order to get AZ Fudd next year. Again, I'm gonna just have to keep my eyes on the Dallas Wings. Again, I'm gonna continue watching their games because I love Paige Beckers. I still support her, even though it's hard that, you know, Nalyssa gone, Dijonai Carrington gone, but I still have to be interested and invested because this is her rookie season. And also, I gotta just see how this gonna play out. Is he really trying to tank this team to get AZ Fudd? Like, that's just ridiculous. Carrington has dealt with injuries in the 2025 season, appearing in just 20 games, but she's the reigning most improved player in the WNBA. She should give the Lynx more depth as they chase a title in the 2025 season. Says still Minnesota's season comes down to Collier's health. Oddmakers has the Lynx in a tie with the Liberty ahead of Sunday's WNBA action, but with Collier's status going forward unknown, it appears that the betting market is taking a slight step back with Minnesota. So again, if it wasn't for Nalyssa Collier hurting her ankle, I'm so sad, I'm so sick, in that game a couple days ago, the other day, they would be number 1. I cannot wait for the playoffs, guys. This is when I got to try my best to, like, get some tickets to some playoff games, okay? Because this is just too exciting for me. I got to get into the action. Oh, my goodness. I don't want it to be boring, okay, like not last season. It wasn't boring at all, but I don't want it to be a repeat of course, Minnesota Lynx versus the New York Liberty. If you ask me, if I can make a wild prediction, because the fact that Atlanta Dream is now ranked number 3 is Minnesota, New York Liberty, and then Atlanta Dream, I would not mind at all a Minnesota Lynx versus Atlanta Dream finals matchup for the 2025 WNBA championship. Have it either in Minneapolis, have it in Atlanta. If they have it in Atlanta, the partying, the turn-ups, the strip clubs, oh, what's up? You already know I'm going to be in Atlanta. But all in all, I'm happy for Dijonai Carrington. Again, everybody know that the Dallas Wings are suffering under freaking Chris Cole-Clannis. They are suffering, and she said no. And people can call her what they want. Oh, she's being a ring chaser. She's just out for the victory. She's just out for a ring. She should be. If I was a professional athlete, you think I got all my talent. I got all this skill. I got all this efficiency. I want to expand upon my role. I'm going to just go to some winky-dink team. Just last season, Connecticut Sun was the second most powerful in the power rankings. Now they're dead. Last year, number 13. They were always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Now they're not even in the wedding. They're not even in the photos. This is just ridiculous. And of course, Dijonai Carrington, she was with the Connecticut Sun for what, 3-4 seasons? That was all she knew. Imagine going from a coach such as Stephanie White. Again, I always say like she's one of the best coaches in the league. You go from with a coach from Stephanie White at the Connecticut Sun, ranked number 2, the bridesmaid, not the bride, but you're the bridesmaid, all the way down to like, what is the Dallas Wings like, ranked number 11, number 12? No, my Chicago Sky is 11th. They're ranked like number 12. It's just ridiculous. And Dijonai Carrington said, no, I don't want to be around these people no more. Up there with Chris Cole-Clannis, even though she loved her daughter, Paige Beckers, she loved Paige down, PB&A. That was like this. That was her evil little twin. But she got to do what's best for her. And again, I don't think that she should be criticized for that because I would do the same. And if you being the real, you would do the same. Again, I'm happy for Dijonai Carrington. I really got to be invested for the Minnesota Lynx now. The StudBudz already had me in. Nalyssa Collier and the StudBudz, they already had my ear. Now with Dijonai Carrington in the season, y'all have my full attention. Again, guys, Dijonai Carrington just might get her first ring of her entire WNBA career. The Minnesota Lynx may give Dijonai Carrington a ring before Nalyssa Smith.